Tonight the world is hearing two messages at the same time, and together they tell a dangerous story. Message number 1. Iran says the Strait of Hormuz is completely open to commercial traffic again. Message number 2. President Trump says the American naval blockade tied to Iran is still in full force until a final agreement is reached. That means the world's most important oil choke point may be open on paper, but the crisis around it is far from finished. The Strait of Hormuz is not just another waterway. It is one of the most critical shipping lanes on Earth. A huge share of the world's oil and gas moves through this narrow passage between Iran and Oman. When traffic slows, their energy markets panic. Insurance costs jump. Shipping companies rethink routes. And the price of instability spreads far beyond the Middle East. Now Iran has declared the strait open as part of a ceasefire period linked to the Lebanon conflict. That sounds like relief. And for a moment, global markets treated it that way. Reports said oil prices dropped sharply after the announcement because traders saw a chance that the worst-case scenario might be avoided. But this is where the story gets serious. Washington is not calling this the end of the crisis. Trump says the blockade remains in place as it pertains to Iran until a complete deal is reached. So even though commercial traffic may be moving again, the military pressure has not disappeared. The ceasefire may be real, but it is temporary. And temporary peace in a place this sensitive can break very fast. Think about what that means. A single misunderstanding at sea. One attack by a militia. One mine. One drone. One missile. One ship turned around for security reasons. That is all it could take to send oil prices back up and drag the world back into emergency mode. Because Hormuz is not just about Iran. It is about the global economy. It is about gasoline prices in America, factory costs in Asia, inflation in Europe, shipping risks in the Gulf, and the confidence of every market that depends on energy moving without interruption. The ceasefire connected to Lebanon adds another layer of uncertainty. If that truce holds, this reopening could become the first step toward wider de-escalation. But if the ceasefire collapses, then the Strait of Hormuz could once again become the center of a global standoff. And if a final US-Iran deal does not follow, then this opening may only buy time instead of creating real stability. And that is why this moment matters so much. On the surface, this looks like good news. Tankers can move, markets can breathe, diplomats can talk. But underneath it all, the real question has not been answered. Is this the beginning of peace, or just a pause before the next shock? Because an open strait does not automatically mean a safe region, and a ceasefire does not automatically mean trust. Military pressure is still there. Negotiations are still unfinished, and every side is still trying to prove strength while talking about peace. Right now, the world is watching a fragile balance. Iran wants to show it can reopen the route. The United States wants to keep leverage through force. And everyone else is hoping that trade can continue long enough for a real agreement to take shape. If that deal comes, this could be remembered as the moment the region stepped back from the edge. If it fails, this may look less like a breakthrough and more like the calm before a much bigger storm. So yes, the Strait of Hormuz is open again. But know the danger has not passed. The ships may be moving. The markets may be reacting. The headlines may sound calmer, but the pressure beneath the surface is still there. And the world knows that in the Persian Gulf, calm can disappear in a single night. Watch this story closely, because what happens next will not stay in the Middle East. It will hit oil, trade, politics, inflation, and the cost of everyday life across the planet.